We're into the last few races of the Formula 1 2021 season. We're back in Turkey, in Istanbul. It's so intercontinental. Welcome to the Turkish Grand Prix. It's round 16 of the season as well. Following this, we begin a charge across the Americas with the United States Grand Prix on the 24th of October. Mexico starts off another triple header, the 7th of November, the 14th of November. We go back for the Sao Paulo Grand Prix at Interlagos, and Qatar takes its debut on the calendar on the 21st of November. In December, the two races to round out the season, Saudi Arabia at the new Jeddah Street Circuit on the 5th of December, before a reprofiled Abu Dhabi sees the season conclude on December the 12th. In terms of the Drivers' Championship, it's Lewis Hamilton who leads by just 2 points to Max Verstappen. Mathematically, the only two still remaining in this title fight for the last 7 races, and it is so close between them. Valtteri Bottas is holding off Lando Norris in 3rd and 4th. Sergio Perez goes P5. He's 8 points clear of Carlos Sainz, who's ahead of his teammate Charles Leclerc. Daniel Ricciardo has 8 points. Pierre Gasly 9th, and Fernando Alonso rounds out the top 10. No position changes on page 2, with Esteban Ocon 10 points clear of Sebastian Vettel. Lance Stroll ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. Tsunoda 2 points clear now of George Russell, who's had 5 races in a row in the points. Great for the Williams team, ahead of Nicholas Latifi on 7. Raikkonen has 6, Giovinazzi 1, Schumacher, Kubica and Mazepin still the only drivers with no points on the board. In the Constructors' Championship, Mercedes leads the way by exactly 33 points to Red Bull Racing as well. McLaren are holding off Ferrari as well after a good surge of good races in Italy and Russia. Alpine have 5th place pretty much confirmed to them from AlphaTauri ahead of Aston Martin. Williams in 8th place now, so far ahead of both Alfa Romeo on 7, and the only team with no points, unsurprisingly, is Haas on 0. It's the 2021 Turkish Grand Prix, and this is Free Practice 3. Let's take a look around the Istanbul City Circuit Park, a 3.316 mile circuit, top speed at 205 miles an hour, elevation change at over 40 metres, and the lap record here 1:24.770 set by Montoya. Start the lap. Head downhill, open up the DRS zone into the downhill braking zone for turn 1. Be careful not to let the car go too deep, but you can pick up a very late apex as you hurtle uphill through 2 into the uphill heavier braking zone into turn 3. Banked part of the circuit, you immediately drop down the hill to turn 4. A sharp 90-degree right-hander into the 90-degree left at turn 5 and 6. Open up the kinetic energy system on the car as you launch uphill towards turn 7 before the fearless triple apex of turn 8. The drivers say this one is really going to be felt on the necks. 3 times left, left and left again, all by trying to keep at full throttle at over nearly 200 miles an hour in a 2020 car. Drop down the hill, another 90 left, into the braking zone at turn 9 and turn 10, back up towards the second DRS detection point on the track at turn number 11. Now run all the way uphill with the DRS open into the braking zone of turn 12. Scene, of course, of Red Bull making their famous 1-2 crash in 2010. Hard on the brakes and overtaking opportunity here before the quick kink into turn 13 and the last corner turn 14. Hug the inside curb, open up the DRS once again and fire it to a line. That is a lap of the Istanbul Park circuit here for the Turkish Grand Prix. Well, what would you like to hear about over the next hour? Would you like to hear about the time I got locked in Barcelona's commentary boxes and had to abseil down the side of a roof? Would you like to hear about the time that the camping arrangements at Snetterton were changed around and I ended up sleeping in one of the worst corner names in the history of motorsport, the Bomb Hole Corner? Because either way, it looks very, very much unlikely that this session is going to be as exciting as we thought it would. The Turkish Grand Prix returns to the calendar for the 2nd year in a row, and once again, just like a year ago, we have wet weather, and that can be a problem. Ask Valtteri Bottas, who lost it at turn 1 last year, avoiding a spinning Daniel Ricciardo. Ask Alexander Albon, who managed to do a move on Sebastian Vettel at turn 7 up the inside, catching the spray and catching a spin. Or ask Charles Leclerc, who threw away a second place in mixed conditions, locking up on intermediate tyres that were more like slicks, allowing Perez and Vettel to take second and third. The tyre compounds this weekend, the step softer than what we had last year. The C2 is now the hard, the C3 is the medium, the C4 is the soft. However, with extreme wet weather here today, it is the blue wet we'll be seeing most of all in this session. Maybe even the green intermediates. Rain has come a cropper, and let me tell you something as well. I've got a man at the track at Istanbul with Ali as well, who's our esport boss. He says FP3 wet, quali most probably dry. They're at turns 12, 13 and 14. I'll tell you if it hits, but with the 16 air temperature as well, track temperature down even more, it is wet, wet, wet. And let me tell you something, Jenson Button looks like Blofeld at the moment. Quite interesting. But let me tell you something. Track temperature is 20 degrees. Air temperature is 16 degrees. It's wet out there. It is insanely wet. So much so that it looks very much unlikely that the practice times that were set yesterday, Hamilton in the first session did a 1:24.178. In the second session, he went faster on a 1:23.804. It looks unlikely those times are going to be beaten coming into this session as well. The medical car has not been going around the track because that would be driven by Bruno Carrera. They needed Alan van der Merwe to assess the conditions. He's not here this weekend, which means that it has been Bert Mailander in the actual safety car blasting around the track, trying to see what's happening. But it is flooded here. How can it be 2 weeks apart from the Russian Grand Prix and here that FP3 is still affected by wet weather? It is very, very, very bizarre. However, the wet weather will play a factor across it. We've got 1 minute and 30 seconds until the green light goes on for the start of the session. Megan Birch is rushing to the commentary box over the next 20 minutes or so. She'll be with us as well. DRS disabled, low grip conditions as well, but we are going to go, which is great, great news. Right now then, we're just waiting to hear what's going to happen next. Let's go over to the group chat quickly. And Josh Play says, weather update, no helicopter visuals. Mazzy said the session is planned to start at the planned time. Track is wet. And why did Jensen look like Deck from Ant and Deck for a second? Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Either that or Blofeld or, what was it, Mini-Me from the Austin Powers movies as well. Very strange situation going out there. However, FP3 is about to get underway. It's wet, wet, wet. That's everything I'm being seen around as well. All my notes appear in the commentary box. Everybody knows I stick up in the box. Unfortunately, at the moment, haven't actually been put up because they've only just been given to me after a printout issue as well. So we've got a little bit of time to wait then. As Lewis Hamilton, as you know, leads the title, 246 points to Verstappen on 244.5 points as well. Mercedes lead the Constructors' Championship by 33 points, 397.5 to 364.5. That is the 33 points as well. The session is about to go green. The question is, how much is it actually going to be in the factor as we go green now? We're underway. The green light is on. The session is go. And we have to now wait and see what the conditions are going to give us. Are we going to get a usual situation where we have to hold it back a little bit and wait for the cars to go out the track? Are any of the cars going to go out onto the track? That's another question as well and another matter to think about. But still, it's going to be interesting as Charles Leclerc watches on. Stream and TV sync completed. Absolutely fantastic then to get it going because we put the timer on the top so you can play along with us and sync your TV coverage as well because that timer is linked to the timer we've got up here in the comms box, which is live on Sky F1. Kimi Raikkonen not in the car. He complained yesterday about flooding as he unhooked his water line to his helmet and put it down alongside him, and then was a bit confused as to why his feet were flooding as well. Well, I'll tell you what, if he goes out here today, he's going to have even more feet flooding, isn't he? Which is the situation. Lewis Hamilton just sitting alongside now as well. Everyone now just taking calm and precise measures. let's just take a look quickly as well. This is the screen we use up in the comms box as well, the driver tracker and the YouTube chat. This is actually what we see on one of our monitors as well. As we're waiting on team radio. So far there is none, which is disappointing. As we're waiting as well, Ferrari now just talking well. As we just wait as well. We're just waiting to see if we can get the systems running at the moment. So far, they're not running, which is even worse. Green light is on. Pit lane conditions are open, and nobody is going anywhere at the moment. Streamer TV6, as I said. Hello to everybody watching along with us. Once again, we thought we were going to have a fantastic session, but the weather conditions have taken such a turn, it doesn't look like we are going to get the session we all hoped and planned for, which is insanely disappointing as well. Thank you very much coming through here as well. Look, this is what we have to put up with as well when the atmosphere changes in the comms box as well. As we all get going and hopefully have another one as well coming through. Charles Leclerc watching on. Lewis Hamilton as well, waiting to get in the car. As desperately thankful as well that tissues were just brought to me up in the comms box as well. As we've got a heater underneath the desk as well, and the atmospheric pressure change has just set off my nose and allergies, which is ridiculous. If you want to know as well about Lewis Hamilton, he may be topping both of the 2 practice sessions so far. However, he does have a 10-place grid penalty for a brand new changed ICE, the internal combustion engine, has been changed as well. So we have to wait and see what that is going to be a factor of. Just realised as well that we can maybe go on to a different system to get some team radio. Because with a wet weather session, everyone jumping around, the rain coming down incredibly hard. What's the one thing you can always rely on? F1's pit lane channel as well, on having more access than the pit lane channel we have up here in the box. But right now, it's not actually on. Well, this is just ridiculous, isn't it? We're very much strained up here in the box with nothing going on. I could go get the Xbox 360 and hook that up to show you some lap attacks because I've got the controllers now. My thanks to my friend Jade who has let me borrow her 2 controllers so that me and Megan can do our usual lap attacks on the F1 2011 game. That's coming up for the Commentator Challenge in qualifying's pre-show. I'm going to film it after this session as well. But thanks for that. I could easily hook that up. Although I have got my PlayStation 4 here, so if anything really goes bad, I can always play as some F1 2020 on the PlayStation 4 because the PlayStation 5 isn't here for the F1 2021 situation as well. Let's talk track limits as well for a second. If you're new to us here, track limits, turn 1, turn 6 and turn 14 are the cut-off points, and it is behind the white line. That is the general excuse that you'll have your lap time deleted. Another turn 9 runoff, a bump is installed across the turn 9 runoff area. The orange bar identifies the end of the bump as well. So a downhill where we saw last year Hamilton going off the track and Bottas hitting Ocon for a second time as well. That is the area of the track you need to go to on the further back of it as well. In terms of this, only one Grand Prix here in Turkey has been affected by rain. That was last year's. But we've had 3 affected days in Turkey. Friday 2011 was a wet session. Last year on Saturday and Sunday, and today becomes the 4th day affected by rain as well for F1 in Turkey. The 9th Grand Prix as well to take effect up here. And everybody now just hoping and praying that we're going to get some form of cars out there on the circuit as well. Ted Kravitz just waiting along to see something going to happen as well. Don't forget, get in touch as well. Just been told that pit lane area not on air. I have no idea what that is. I have no idea what she's on about there. My mum has just texted me saying that the pit lane not on air. Okay. Williams have done it. Williams have already put a boat in the pit lane as well with George and Nicholas's faces on it as well. Oh, there's 2 separate boats actually that George and Nicholas on, and they've just been blown over. So the boats have already started. as well, because no one's moving around. The Turkish fans waiting around, and I know one of them as well, Ali, who's down there. I wonder if we can give him a ring, actually. That'd be fun if we can get Ali on the phone as well. So we're just all waiting around then. No pit lane radio at the moment for information coming to us as well. As Christian Horner watches on, just talking with his engineers, probably asking, what do you want for lunch today, Jonathan? As he's talking to Jonathan Wheatley as well. Well, I think I'll have a bacon sandwich as well and just go through as well. No time for lunch today for me, though, I don't think. I've got to film and edit the pre-qualifying show as well. The pre-qualifying shows, by the way, and the pre-race shows are never live. For those of you who wanted to know as well, the pre-qualifying show that's 20 minutes long, that is never, ever live. The only bits that we do live are the sessions itself, when we come into the comms box with the headsets on. Everything else you see me holding the mic and everything, and sometimes with, like you see today, the boom mic here, that is all pre-recorded before the session started, because then it gives us more time to correct any errors that go in the box and get all our notes together. Hello, we've got a car on the track. This is not a drill, ladies and gentlemen. We have Pierre Gasly circulating out on the circuit right now in the AlphaTauri. So already that's great news. Now, are we going to get a driver tracker in operation to tell us that he's out there? Yuki Tsunoda is coming out on the circuit as well, actually. So Tsunoda coming to play, as hopefully we'll see. Wet tyres are the factor for everybody at the moment, which is completely understandable, as it is raining trackside, as you well know. But, yeah, both. And let's have from Gasly Radio.
Only if you can to help you with the shift. Fail 1, fail 2, only if you can. And keep me posted with the track if we're happy to stay out.
So keep me posted on the track, and if you're happy to stay out, we're now watching Yuki Tsunoda in the 22, coming around turn 6 and 7. Camera's having a little bit of a problem around that area of the track as well, just a little glitch there. And the amount of spray coming off the track is actually unbelievable coming through. As Tsunoda slips it up around now and tries to hold it back through. Now through turn 8. Once, twice, 3 times. Hold it again for 4. Parts of turn 8. A lot of spray coming through there as well. The group chat says, hopefully this will trigger more cars. Well, who wanted to play the Hoover, effectively? Who wanted to hoover the track up and hoover the cars up going forward and get rid of some of this annoying water that's on the level of the surface as well? Because it is still raining out there, but we will get told if it rains more. But Gasly now heading down onto the circuit towards turns 12, 13 and 14, where Ali Hangel is as well, our eSport manager on BBB Esports. Good morning to GKP Tech as well. It says, morning, Josh. Good morning to you as well. Hopefully everyone's having a lovely morning, just waking up on a Saturday. I can see sunshine at the exit of the last corner as well. I'm just going to confirm that, actually, with Ali. And says, I can see sunshine coming out of the last corner. I'll just text him as well. I see sunshine last corner. It's always nice to have a man at the track as well. Of course, Ali, who this is his home Grand Prix, he was disappointed he couldn't attend last year. Fantastic, he can attend this year as well. Adam says, good morning, Josh, as well. Good morning, Adam. Oh, is it 4? It's like 4:50 over there, isn't it? Unbelievable. Josh says, oh, Ali is up there. Yep, Ali is at the track, as well as several of our eSport drivers as well. I did get the offer to go, but unfortunately, it was on the red list when they planned it in the UK, so I couldn't go, which is very disappointing as well. Good morning as well to Synthol, who says hello, and GKP Tech's most effective way of drying a track is in a F1 car. Yep, it's like it's like a massive Hoover. Just get it up there and suck up all the water and displace it, get it off the racing line, and that is the weather forecast coming through as well. A big rainstorm, but should be dry, looking for it going to qualifying. It's been a while. How are you doing, says Synthol? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. How are you doing? It has been a while indeed, and I'm glad you can join us for FP3 as well, as everyone gets very, very busy towards the end of the year as well in the last 7 races. Megan should be with us in the commentary box soon. She's a bit late to the box as well. I'll give you one guess why on a Saturday Megan is not in the commentary box this early. She's not very happy with me either about the fact as well. She forgot. She was 20 minutes before she was supposed to come on air, and she forgot that she was going to be on air, or she knew, but hadn't got ready. So that's why Megan has taken a little bit more while. Lando Norris is out there on the circuit as well. I tell you what, the graphics we use at the moment have had a massive failure. The driver track, as you can see, just is not working at the moment as well, coming through. Let's hear from Gasly.
The rears are gone.
Oh.
We think Sector 2 is close to Inter.
So Sector 2 is closer to the intermediate tyre already after just, what was it, 3 laps they've done on, 3 laps Gasly and Tsunoda have done on these wet tyres. Lando Norris now on the laps. Gasly's done a 1:39.988, so looking at that, that is around about 15 seconds a lap slower than what we've had so far this weekend. Tsunoda's a 1:41.872. Norris set the fastest first sector though at 36.660, which is impressive.
The rears are gone.
Gasly.
We think Sector 2 is close to Inter.
Yeah, that's Gasly that you hear on the radio as well coming through. Let's go to the chat once again. Adam says, actually, it's 5:15 a.m. over here in the USA. My goodness me, you are early over there, Adam, as well, to watch a wet practice 3 session. I'd go back to bed. Nothing much is going to happen in this session. It's going to remain wet throughout. And yeah, rain will stop soon, says Ali. So Ali's trackside for us this weekend, says the rain will stop as well, which is fantastic news. And Lando Norris then, first sector is purple, second sector is purple, 34.670 as well. Synthel says, I'm doing great, bit busy with school, but it's a race weekend, so I'm happy. Let's go, many cars on track as well. Absolutely, let's go for it. As Josh plays in there as well, saying, oh, and Synthel go good morning as well. They're all now just playing themselves as well, talking amongst themselves. As Lando Norris then.
A reminder, slippery pit lane. It's not good tarmac here.
That is Gasly, as Norris goes top, 1:38.395. However, his second sector time has been beaten by Ricciardo, who's done a 34.678. We join him now, and it looks very dry. Actually, the sunshine is now out at the last couple of corners, so we've got that glare coming through as well, like when you shine a torch in a mirror and it reflects back at you. That's the glare you've got. Ricciardo was fast in Sector 2, can't improve in Sector 3 on Norris's time, so 1:39.347 is his best time as well. Norris is at a 1:38.3, so Norris now 0.952 quicker across the board. Cynthia says, good morning if you've slept or just stayed awake, for everyone over there in different parts of the world. I wonder where Beth is at the moment as well. Jats Beth Stappen, and where she is going through. Has it been a weekend where no rain was expected? Bahrain.
Do you want recharge on?
Yeah, recharge on is good. Gasly reported overheating after the first lap.
Bahrain, I even remember a bit of rain. Oh, Norris.
Rain to ease in 7 minutes time. How's the track and how far from into crossover?
Yeah, not too bad. Like, track I think will quite
and not
quickly get better
Leclerc!
when more people start running.
And that was Charles Leclerc coming through turn 7, who had a massive aquaplane oversteer moment as well, caught the rears, managed to hold it back up. So, yeah, I think intermediates are definitely the tyres. The track is not suitable for full wets. It is definitely intermediates, but Charles Leclerc, who's doing the Istanbul Drift at the moment, isn't he? Let's hear from Charles Leclerc. He was just on the radio before we came off.
And we need a good warm-up on the brakes.
Yeah, you definitely did need a good warm-up on the brakes as well. I even remember rain being predicted for a bit in Bahrain. Yeah, I not even mention it. Wasn't there a threat of rain for FP2?
Okay, Lando, we expect the rain to ease in 7 minutes time. How's the track and how far from into crossover?
Yeah, not too bad. Like, track I think will quite quickly get better when more people start running.
This is crucial information, of course, for McLaren and for Lando Norris. After getting it so wrong in Russia, they can get it right here in Turkey with it predicted being a wet race tomorrow. Track should dry for qualifying, though, which is good. As Josh Plays agrees with me, so just look down at the monitor. He says, into soon, dry for quali. And wow, that drift by Leclerc, says Synthel as well, as they come through. Look at that drift. Gets on the white line on the exit curve as well, just drifts round. Manages to hold it back on the circuit as well. The Silverstone was a dry weekend. There was no rain predicted there in the heart of the British summer. Thinking about it. Italy was predicted rain, didn't rain. Russia rained. Turkey rain now. Belgium, well, we had that all weekend. We knew we were in for a
I
bad
think
one.
we can afford to wait a little bit. So box and see what happens.
As Danny Rick then coming into the pit lane, doesn't want to waste a set of these wet tyres. You only get 3 sets of these full wet blue tyres, but you got an extra set of inters, so may as well use the 5th set of intermediate tyres that the FIA gave you last night in this track session, but just wait until it clears up. But the problem is, the sun will burst through and clean it up as well. We're in a lot of rain at the moment, and it looks like the rain might stop, in around about 7 minutes' time. It's 12:17 now as it comes through. As we have our weather forecasters on our phones now as well, which is fantastic to see as well. Let's just see the weather prediction in terms of the weather as well and the amount of rain. Well, apparently there is no rain. Which is fantastic, but I can see the rain. You can see the rain as well. Each tyre evacuates 30 litres of water per second at 300 kilometres an
Lando,
hour.
if we learn what we need to, we don't want to burn this set. So if you've learnt, then we'll
Yeah,
box now.
okay, I'm happy to box.
Okay, we'll box now for an inter. We're going to box for an inter.
Yeah, they have boxed for the inters as well. As Lando's now out there on the intermediate tyres, as we can see. Synthel says, Imola rain as well. His Synthel also put, Dutch commentator said 40% chance of rain in qualifying and showers for tomorrow. Yeah, showers for tomorrow. Dingback Toast says, are you commentating the race live tomorrow? Yes, we are. Every Formula One race is live. That is our main priority on this channel for Watch Along F1 coverage as well. So, Dimbat, we will be commentating on the race tomorrow and qualifying later, every single session. If you go into our YouTube bio, you can set reminders for every session that we are commentating on as well this weekend, including the British Touring Car Championship, that you can easily watch along with us in the UK with the ITV4 coverage as well. As they come through. Let's go to the chat again. Synthel says, Imola rain, Portugal no... 2 seconds.
Just now. All good.
Definitely intermediates now, says Lando Norris as well, so all good. So Cynthia says, Imola rain. Cynthia said Portugal, no rain. I can't remember if rain was expected then. I think rain was expected for qualifying in Portugal, but it never turned up. Spain, no rain. Monaco and Baku, no rain. It was predicted to rain in Monaco, though, for qualifying, and it didn't, and then for the race, and it didn't. Adam says, I've been looking at the weather and cloudy for the rest of the day in Istanbul. That's fantastic then. Let's get rid of this water and not have a wet session, because 35 minutes after the F1 session, the British Touring Car qualifying is on, and I don't really want to have to miss that one either and have a confusing setup up here in the box. There we go. Cynthia says, France rain expected pretty heavily in F3. Yes, it did rain in Sunday morning in France. Yeah, you're right there. I remember that one. Both times in Austria, rain expected, no rain eventually. Wasn't free practice affected.
We are the quickest car on track, and Norris did a 38.4 first time lap.
That's science.
We'll take one more. Stars are working fine, so.
Okay.
And I remember in F2 it rained in Monaco. Yeah, we had rain there. Was it raining though in Austria? I swear one of the sessions, either Styrian Grand Prix or the Austrian Grand Prix, was affected by rain. As Science 136.299 goes top. Ali has just texted me, it's stopping from the west side. So the rain is now stopping out there as well, which is fantastic to see. It's Sainz, Leclerc, Norris, Raikkonen, Ricciardo, the top 5. Ricciardo.
Lando is green in sector 1, but he had a big snap in turn 3. It looks more difficult on Inter, even though the tyre is quick.
So it's a risk out there putting it on the intermediates when it's not, but Norris only goes P2 on a 136.620. 26.856 is the second sector time.
Inter on Lando looks good everywhere except 9 and 10. Bit slower in 9 and 10.
George Russell leaves the pit lane on the intermediate tyres as well. Lewis Hamilton now exits the pit lane. I think he's put on a set of inters as well. Yes, he has. Hamilton goes out there on inters then. So for their first laps of the session, which is great to see. Synthel then puts Hungary rain, Belgium rain, Netherlands rain predicted, Italy no rain, and Russia rain. I'd like to see some rain for quali. It should be good, actually. We've got a yellow in Sector 3. Where is this now? Sector 16 on the circuit. So that's exit. That's turn 11, and that's Pierre Gasly, who I think has done what Max Verstappen did a year ago and has done a 360 and spun around. Oh, yellow, says Synthol as well. And let's just see, they're back now on the main circuit, which is nice to see. And fingers crossed, everything's good. Yeah, Pierre Gasly off track and continued turn 11. Let's hope we get a replay to see what happens. Obviously, we're watching the main pictures up here in the comms box, but the sun is breaking down now as well. Just replied to Alizé as well, saying fantastic that the rain is stopping. Let's have a look then. Gasly coming through. Is it the same situation as Verstappen last year? Yes, it is. A 360 for Gasly. Well, actually, it's a 180 as he swings back around. Just coming through turn 11, through under the bridge as well. Hits some standing water and just loses the rear. Exactly what happened to Verstappen last year.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, looks like a bit of a bug running there.
Yeah, that is a high-speed corner as well, so no doubt we've got another yellow out there on the track, this time sector 3, so that's turn 3. Wonder who it is who is off the track at the moment then, as Hamilton approaches that part of the track now, but it is a yellow. Let's have Gasly.
What the hell was that?
Oh, yellow sectors
Yeah,
1 and 3. Yellow sectors 1 and 3, and I'm not sure who it is just yet. No, it's a Red Bull. Or it's an Alpine or a Red Bull. Can't tell which one just yet, but a blue dot has stopped on my monitor. So Mazepin has spun sector 3, and it's George Russell in the gravel. And we've got a red flag. So George Russell in the gravel trap, and Nikita Mazepin also is off the track, and there is the red flag. 2 places. Sector 17 has gone yellow, and then it's gone clear. That was Mazepin spinning, but George Russell at the top of the hill before turn number 4 has spun in the gravel.
Yeah.
And he's beached as well.
Yeah, engine off.
Actually, it's through turn 2, so I'll correct myself. It's turn 2 where George has gone off. Now, they should be able to just pick him up and put him back on the track. He should get back out there. But our first red flag has spun as well. Yeah, it was Nikita Mazepin. I didn't manage to see that on the monitor up here. It told me who it was. Mazepin spinning at turn 11 and continued exactly the same as what happened to Gasly as well. As Adam says as well in the group chat, glad to see lots of run affairs for Istanbul, absolutely as well. And has spun, yeah, everyone now, even Josh Play saying no, Russell as well. Everyone getting very treacherous around here on the circuit. Let's have a look then at what happened to George Russell. Oh, and aquaplaned at the exit of turn 1 and just drags him off the track. The water just creates like an ice effect straight on into the gravel. And didn't Bottas do that in a lot of the sessions, especially in the race? I think he did that. Turn 9, I think. No, let's have a look. Turn 7, I think it happened a lot for Bottas last year. Full wet conditions at the start of the final practice. Lando Norris, 3rd fastest, but Sainz the top dog at the moment. And there's Mazepin. Exactly.
So far, the fastest lap, watch for Giovinazzi, fastest lap is Sainz on full wet. He's just pitted for Inter. That's a 36.299, so conditions close to crossover.
And that is Ricciardo's radio. Hopefully we'll hear from Mazepin in a second, because that's Nikita going for his 2nd spin of the weekend. He went for a spin yesterday in practice 2 in the dry conditions, and he loses it at turn 11, exactly the same as Pierre Gasly. In the 3rd session, Leclerc getting an oversteer moment on the downhill section towards turn 4 as well, having to come back on the track very late. So red flag is out. The timer will continue to tick down, but the session is suspended. So the red flag gets waved around as well. The car now just being pulled back behind the wall, so George Russell losing half an hour of running.
Still a lot of standing water, man.
Are you okay? Did you hit anything?
Negative, but I mean, that was close.
That's Nikita Mazepin on the radio. Let's hear from Daniel Ricciardo. He's just sent a message.
So this red flag is Russell. Cars beached in the gravel, turn 2 exit. It didn't go in the barrier, so it shouldn't take too long. Box now.
Yeah, and the car's already back behind the wall, so we should be back to green flag running ASAP. And on Sky Sports F1, they've just gone for an ad break, so appreciate for you staying with us here on the YouTube watch along. as Josh Plays has also put there as well. Luckily, he didn't hit the barrier. That was fast going through the gravel. Yeah, it just locked up on him and hit him in towards the wall as well. I don't think Megan's going to make it for FP3, you know. There were 27 minutes in, there's no sign of her. You often don't see crashes here because that's quite a big runoff in most corners. Yeah, you don't, and it's only in the rain. Although, I remember start line crashes here are a big, big concern. Even last year there were fewer crashes, yeah. Mainly it was spins last year, wasn't it? Actual crashes into the wall were rare. Although, didn't Giovinazzi hit the wall on the way to the grid at the same point where Russell just dropped it, coming up in the hill towards turn 3 and 4? I swear we had a similar situation with Giovinazzi last year. So let's go through the times. It's Sainz who's top at the moment, from Ricciardo, Norris, Leclerc and Raikkonen in the top 5. Sonoda 6th, Gasly is 7th, Mazepin 8th, Giovinazzi 9th, and Schumacher completing the top 10. That's great to see. Vettel's 11th, and then no time set on the board, but sector times now doing this with Stroll, Latifi, Russell, Hamilton, Bottas, Alonso, and Ocon. And Perez and Verstappen still have set no time on the board. The red flag has been removed. The green flag has gone back out. The session has now restarted. And back in yellow for this. That's a new shirt. That Meg, I've never seen you wear that one before, but Megan Birch now in the commentary box.
It is new.
Where did you get that?
You were the one who picked it out, remember?
Was I?
Yes.
Oh, right. Okay, I didn't remember that one. Just had a red flag for George.
It was with a black one.
Oh, yes, I remember now, yeah. Well, that's nice. Hello, Megan. We just had a red flag for...
Oh, I know, I saw.
Yeah, Russell going off the track as well. Track conditions incredibly dangerous out there.
How bad did he go off the track?
Just went into the gravel. Look, there you go. A small crash, just a few employee by Gio in practice sessions. The crash of Gio in the installation lap. Yeah, I thought that was it in the Gio. That was it last year as well. Also, Russell crashed at pit entry last year. He did, didn't he, in the session? Yeah, on the way to the grid.
That small of a crash.
Yeah.
Can cause a red flag.
Well, what happened was he came out of turn 1 and he aquaplaned off and just drifted into the gravel trap, so the car was beached and it had to be red flagged. Exit turn 2.
And I'm aware of the thing where I come in when it's not a red flag.
Yeah. By the way, welcome. Half an hour late. Hi. Well done. No, cold, which is good. You're not going to get sniffles like I did, but if so, you have some tissues here as well. Well, I can hear you going like that, so you're probably going to have it. There's the controls, by the way. We've got to do the commentator challenge after this session as well. On the Xbox 360, on a game with vastly different controls to F1 2020. When's what?
Quali.
1 o'clock. Easy, Kumasabi, easy. As they come through as well. Green light is on, but cars are heading back out there. Raikkonen, Tsunoda, Giovinazzi, Schumacher, Vettel, Hamilton, Bottas, Alonso, Ocon, Verstappen and Perez. The cars out there on the track at the moment. The Sky have gone for an ad break. And as they say, they come back.
I heard you.
They must have.
But was then slightly too wide, so then in where it was more wetter, then that span him as well. So in turn 11, there just looks like there's a slim line, which you were on, which is fine.
And this is Hamilton on
and
the
turn 2,
line.
yeah, if we're just trying to avoid that white line.
Intermediate tyres, the conditions at the moment then.
The quality is so bad, it kind of looks like
That's correct.
2012.
Russell on the white line, so just be careful. So you have Bottas, Ocon, Vettel ahead, Alonso behind. And there's 32 minutes remaining in the session. And it's not raining again.
Yeah, gone.
Not raining again.
It has stopped, yeah. First sector for Hamilton is a 34.492. Ali, who's our man trackside this weekend as well, has said that the rain is stopping from the west side as well. So Ali, who's our esports boss as well on BB Esports, is at this race, his home race as well, and he's our man on the ground this weekend at the last corner. Kind of wish he could put the phone up for the start of the race for the lights out, but his data and the signal at the track's not great.
And just to be complete, vibrations are coming from the rear, Pierre.
That's
Front
Gasly.
doesn't look too bad.
Bottas rockets up.
Yuki, suggestion to do a build lap. Suggestion to do a build lap for tires temperature.
Build lap then for tyre temperature. Times are coming. Yeah.
Vettel's just gone top with a 1. Oh.
Yeah, 134.34. What was it? 134.281.
Schumacher's 4th.
Oh, brilliant! As
Hamilton's first.
Hamilton does a 1:33.3. Hamilton now, the computer is glitching so much here. A 1:33.636 for Hamilton, Vettel, Bottas, Ocon, Alonso. Schumacher now to 6th. Alonso 5th. Schumacher 6th.
Oh, he's
Raikkonen
7th now.
Raikkonen 2nd.
He's 7th now.
Yeah, Raikkonen 2nd. Giovinazzi 2nd. 1:34. 1:44 for Raikkonen.
Romeo.
Giovinazzi 1:34.112. Verstappen now, here he is, look,
What's
in
wrong with his
the
Alfa Romeo?
Red Bull. And Verstappen goes top, 1:32.464. So Verstappen improves big time.
Ooh, Perez doesn't do so well.
Doesn't
he
he?
only goes into 9th.
I don't know what's wrong with your microphone recently.
It's because I'm not talking that much because it's early in the morning.
It's 10:32.
Exactly.
It's now later than it was yesterday.
I'm so tired.
Well, you know what then? Go to bed early.
I actually couldn't get to sleep last night. I really couldn't.
Is that the first time you've worn that shirt?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
you
I
haven't
couldn't
worn the
get to
cowboy
sleep.
one yet, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't remember. Ocon goes P4, 1:33.972 on the board. Alonso's looking good as well. You're probably already talked about it, but I couldn't join you during the previous practice sessions because I was in school. So what do you think about the Red Bull livery? We have, but we can talk about it again.
I
Megan?
think it looks like an ice cream.
Yeah, why?
Because it looks like an ice cream.
And what do you want me to do?
And the red in it looks like strawberry or raspberry sauce.
Keep pushing, please, Max. You can push again.
Double yellow, sector 13.
Alonso 4th!
We've gone back to green flag running now, so whatever that was in sector 13, we are going through quite well. Yeah, I really like the Red Bull livery this weekend as well. It looks really, really cool. This is what happened. Oh, was it Max Verstappen who went off the track and caused this double
Ice
yellow?
cream.
Down in towards turn 8. Is it turn 9? Yeah, he spun at 9. Verstappen does a 360 at turn 9.
And
That's a nice 360 there, says Verstappen.
He landed facing forward.
So it's a 360 and a nice pirouette. I give him a 7 out of 10.
Yeah. I feel like he enjoyed that.
Yeah, he just said, what is it, nice 360, he
Yeah.
said. Locked up, turned in, hit the accelerator, caught the curb, lost the rear as well.
Josh Players says Megan is not.
Nice 360.
Megan's not.
Yeah.
It is for me. It's early for me.
It's really not early, Megan.
It should be.
It's 10:33. It's nearly time for brunch.
I haven't eaten yet, so
It will be brunch.
I never really eat until lunch. I'm not really a breakfast type person. I can live without breakfast.
I love breakfast. Gasly, I have a lot of breakfast. I'm looking forward to having a yogurt before.
You've probably taken up my breakfasts.
I have a lot for breakfast as well. Gasly goes P3 as on a 1:33.223 as well. So Gasly now moving up there in the AlphaTauri. But yeah, I do have a lot of breakfast. I do enjoy breakfast.
He does. He doesn't really bother about lunch though.
No, that's why I have a bigger breakfast. But I tell you what, the ultimate breakfast as well is on race days, having a English breakfast, a full fry up for breakfast on a Sunday is fantastic.
Honestly, I think I'm more of like a tea person. I love having dinner.
Yeah. Oh, Sunday dinner.
Tyres are actually a bit on the
Yeah,
warm
just
side
like-
here, Max. So maybe spend a lap cooling them down.
I'll
Just
tell
cool
you
the
what,
tyres.
Sundays is more like Christmas dinner. A Sunday roast dinner every single week. And then Sunday breakfast as well with bacon, hash browns, and
Do you know I don't have a Sunday
beans,
breakfast?
sausages. I know, but the problem is, I love it, and I'm very much looking forward to being able to have one
I
tomorrow.
don't even have a fry up. I haven't had a fry up in months.
I'm very much looking to have forward to having a breakfast tomorrow.
Maybe
because
not even a year.
As you know, usually my breakfast is consumed about 4 o'clock in the afternoon after the F1 stuff because usually there's
Yeah.
so much on, I never get to have breakfast at breakfast. But I'm looking forward to having breakfast tomorrow
He does.
early. Another yellow out on the circuit, not sure where at
Looks
the
like
moment.
it's sticking.
Sector 13, and that, I'll give you one guess, turn 9. So someone's off at turn 9 in
Yeah.
the sector 2. We'll keep an eye
Is
out.
it Mazepin?
Could be. Could be.
Ooh, Ocon.
No,
He goes
yes,
into
could be.
first.
What? Yeah.
Okay, let's go 2 more
With a
charts, please.
1:32.331.
Oh, it's a pretty good lap. We
So
are
Ocon
P2 at the moment
fastest.
in these conditions.
Yeah, the big step on exiting 9.
Yeah.
It was right. It was Vettel who spun. Bottas top 1:31.996. The track's getting quicker, but it was Vettel who went for a spin at turn 9.
Whee.
They're all just spinning around. Here it is, actually. Let's take a look. So it's exactly the same as Verstappen. A 360 and jumps over the curbs as well. Maybe
I
that's
just
damage to the
realised
floor.
what we could have said when Verstappen did that 360. He was trying to be a Mr. Whippy.
Wrestle leader.
Do you think you've damaged anything?
No, nothing.
My talent.
That's a Lando Norris thing to say as
Exactly.
well. Anything damaged? Just talent. Just talent's damage. Nothing else. As they come through. So it's Bottas, Ocon, Verstappen, Raikkonen, and Ricciardo, top 5. So, Beth, if you're watching, Ricciardo up into P5 is good.
Do you want to know how far I've got
Do
into
you think
the
you've damaged
circuit?
anything?
No, nothing. All good.
Al Seb as well there says Synthol coming through. Megan?
Do you want to know how far I've got into my Star Trek Voyager rewatch?
How far? Series 2, presumably.
Of course. Guess which episode?
4.
Close, 5.
Oh, I was going to say 5. Perez goes 4th.
I fell asleep at 4 then.
All right. Perez goes 4th on a 1:32.649. Verstappen top. And we got a red flag. I don't know why, but we have a red flag. Stroll goes there. Verstappen does a 1:31.043. Red flag flashed upon our monitor, but it's gone now.
At least I got one red flag.
You did see that red flag, right? It flashed up on the
I wasn't
monitor.
looking at the screen.
Yeah, a red flag flashed upon our monitor to say session stopped, but we are green, so ignore that phantom red flag that's just flashed up on our monitor. That happened in Russia as well. The race looked like it got stopped,
So
but
some
it wasn't.
feedback, we can stay off
Gasly
the turn 7
second.
curb, stay off turn 7 curb, and we can use
Yeah, it's okay. Just let me drive.
Lance is just saying, just let me drive. I can do what I like.
Let me drive.
Gasly, as you say, Megan, is second. Vettel goes 4th, 1:32.111. There's no red flag. Synthol confirms there as well. As Adam says, casual 360 spin. Don't scare me like that. Well, it flashed up on the monitor we use in the comms box, which is the same. It's the same situation as this, the driver tracker. It's the same software. He's now laughing as well, Synthol. But it came up and flashed with a red flag.
Sainz goes second with a 1:31.705.
I thought someone had binned it into the wall, to be fair, when that red flag came out.
Leclerc goes second.
Raikkonen third. Raikkonen to
Jeez.
third. Perez seventh. And they all coming
That's
through,
a
yeah.
weird top 5.
Yeah, Leclerc to P2 with a 1:31.543. Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, Raikkonen, Gasly, Bottas, Vettel, Perez, Ocon, Ricciardo. The top 10 is a very weird top 10. Watch where's Hamilton? 15th on the board at the moment. Hamilton's down in 15th place. So
At least one of the Mercedes are
yeah,
on top.
major downfall there for Hamilton. And this is Sergio Perez. Look at the wing oscillators. Look at that. Look at the wing. The energy coming off the wing there is unbelievable.
Jeez, what's that? Is that smoke?
No, it's the water vapor. It's the water vapor coming back on.
Here's Lance Stroll. He seems to be doing quite well in the thing.
Just told to let me drive. That was
Yeah.
it. Just let me drive.
I just don't really think Lance is really paying attention. I think it's just like, just let me drive and concentrate on where to go so I don't spin.
Yeah.
Oh, gravel being
Can I have it?
pulled
That's George Russell's
from
car.
George Russell.
Can I have it? It'd be a nice gravel
Okay,
collection.
so we need some feedback on track on tires, please. Track on tires, which axle is limiting you on track conditions?
I think the
Gasly.
balance quite nice. Just turn 9 for whatever reason. I'm
Gasly getting
sliding
talked to in the
completely
balance.
and losing a lot of time there. Balance is quite good in all the other places.
Okay, copy that.
A
Keep
little
working on
bit
your
traction.
front tires.
That's Russell going for a spin. Out on the circuit before, which caused the red flag. Norris is still 19th now with Ricciardo P9, so they've changed positions there as well. But Gasly, fastest of all first sector, 33.491.
Am I the only one saying is Lando just like
Flying.
flashing it
Oh,
up
right, yeah.
the side of 2 cars?
He's really flying at the moment, isn't he? It
It's
was
just like, I don't want rain to be here.
It was Sonoda and Verstappen he passed as Norris goes P12 or 133.117. Gasly, however, flying on this track at the moment in the mixed conditions as he comes now towards turn 11 where he had a spin around about 15 minutes ago. Doesn't have a spin this time though as he rises over the crest down now towards turn 12.
And it's Gasly's doing quite well around the corners. Careful, 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 careful. Yeah.
Yeah, holds it
There's
through.
puddles everywhere.
A big puddle there. The exit 10-4.
Oh, I'm there.
Into 10-14, yeah. Oh, drifting it out the exit.
You just caught a little bit of a puddle.
Gasly goes second, 131, 121, so improves up the order. So
do you know if he hadn't have done that little there,
correction,
he would have been first.
Yeah, if he hadn't lost it, yeah. Hamilton not seeing much sense to Grant this session. We know he has a 10-place grid penalty. We know it's going to be a dry session, so why go out?
He's just like, I don't care.
Yellow.
Oh, yellow. Sector 2, green again.
Yeah, it's down at turn 9 again.
I bet you it's Gasly.
Nah, it's too far back to be Gasly.
Leclerc.
It's Leclerc spinning, yeah. Yeah, Leclerc's gone for a spin. Down at turn 9.
He's
Green
so
flag.
shocked that Gasly passed him in the thing. Schumacher 4.
Oh.
14th.
Oh. You got me excited. I was like, oh, Matt Schumacher's up to
My
fourth.
mind is messed up.
Yeah. Let's have a look what happened to Leclerc there down to
I
9.
didn't want it to be fourth.
What's the betting this is going to be another 360, just like Verstappen and just like Vettel. Turns in, catches the rear. Oh, it's a 180. Oh, no.
It's a 270.
Yeah, it's a 270, yeah. All right, we'll take that.
Yeah, it's close.
It was, well, yeah, it wasn't a full one, wasn't it? It was
Least
definitely
cool
270.
spin of the day.
Charles Leclerc. Nah, George Russell. Put it in the gravel.
Second. He only did a 180.
Yeah. All having a bit of a jumbled out there. At least it's better than the third. And car 9, Mazepin, misses the apex of turn 9. So Mazepin's gone over the bumps as well there. Mazepin's had a spin here today as well, down turn 11. So a lot more actions in this session. Yeah.
Even their outfits
done.
look like ice creams.
Verstappen's done. He's not going back out. I think the track's drying, but there's no point. There's no reasonable data to be used going into the next session, so they may as well just leave it out there. Which makes more sense. Perez, fastest first sector, 33.313. So he's fastest of all at the moment in that sector. Can he hold it? This is the 4-part turn 8. 8 seconds on your neck. Pulling Max G as well. He's not pulling Max Verstappen. I'm just saying he's pulling maximum G-force on the neck.
Yeah, it just looks like an ice cream, especially with the top.
He's 0.5 of a second quicker than Verstappen.
I think they should be worried.
This could be a time. This could be a really good time. On the deck for Sergio Perez.
Although Gasly's doing quite well. Oh, and Sergio Perez goes top with a 130.684.
I mean, we're a couple of seconds back on that. There he goes. Across the line. 136.84. He's 0.3 quicker than Verstappen.
Max just taking off his thing, just like, what?
Get me back in the car. Get me back in the car.
I'm not out there for 30 seconds.
Yeah, and Perez goes fastest. Stroll has had his lap time deleted for track limits down at turn 14. So his 134.869 has been cancelled.
Gasly is top in 2 sectors.
Oh, yeah, good
Could
point.
this be an AlphaTauri top?
He's not. He was yellow sector 1 as well, but he has gone fastest of all. But there's more time to be found there. Here he is actually coming to the last couple of sectors now. This is into turn 14.
It's like an answering machine.
And said, see the exit time. Push on the power. Leclerc wants to box.
Copy, box, now box.
Gasly goes top with a 130.447. Oh, Red Bull really made a mistake going in.
So he's 0.5 quicker than Verstappen.
Yeah.
And he's 0.2 quicker. Sorry, he's 0.6 quicker than Verstappen and 2.5 quicker than Perez.
Yeah. That's gold.
Skyfall gone another ad break. We're pretty much stuck up here in the box at the moment for TV pictures. Although I've just remembered we can actually get to TV pictures, which is great
Coincidentally,
news.
it's sunny outside.
Is it what outside our commentary box?
Pretty sure.
Oh, that'd be nice weather then. For the remainder, I could really do with breakfast. To be fair, starting to flag a little bit after a rushed morning.
I kind of want pigs and blankets crisps.
We have them.
Exactly. I really want just get a small little bowl of them with. I miss my orange juice.
You had orange juice?
Yes, I love orange juice.
Well, you can have
it.
What? Man, come on!
What is he angry that his teammates top?
What is going on with Yuki Tsunoda? Synthol, you can see the F1 TV pictures better than we can at the moment. What on earth happened to Yuki Tsunoda there? If you could inform us, please.
Did they manually?
But Tsunoda, angry once again.
When isn't he angry?
Good point. But has it been blocked? Must have been blocked. Had to have been blocked.
What's the bet that Mazepin blocked him?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he's
in the pit lane.
He's in. He'd still find a way.
Well, Norris is ahead of Tsunoda, according to this little graphic we've got up here in the box. But I can't see anybody in front. Sainz.
I bet Sainz did it. I bet he annoyed him.
Sainz is close enough.
Schumacher.
We haven't got a driver tracker working up here in the box, but we've got this little information graphic that's helping us out. Oh, actually, I wonder if we can get that. Red. Look. That's not me, is it?
That's not your
flag.
imagination.
Red flag.
Red flag. Oh, I bet
Yuki,
that's
so it's turn
Tsunoda.
1, we can brake 5 meters later and release brake. Then turn 3,
No, it's
brake
green
5
again.
meters later. And then turn 8, 10 kph faster,
So you're
we
not
can
crazy.
upshift to 7th
I
very
saw that
early
too.
in the corner.
So, no, it's a yellow now. Okay, so they've
downgraded it.
Yeah, so it was a red flag, and now it was supposed to be a yellow flag. So it's a yellow sector 2, and we go back to green. So
Okay, someone's drunk in that box. Just gotta say.
yeah, somebody pressed the red button. Somebody
like-
put the red flag instead.
Oh, supposed to be yellow.
Yeah.
Wait, nothing happened.
Yeah,
Great.
Synthol confirming it's a yellow flag, not a red flag, as we first thought it would be.
Yellow.
But it wasn't my imagination. That went red. And it was Alonso.
Alonso.
Yeah, but
Turn 1.
At least Megan actually saw it that time. That was not my imagination. That
No,
went,
it wasn't your imagination. I saw that.
it was also Sainz off. And let's turn 8. Let's hear from Lando
I
Norris.
bet they crashed
Drying
together.
out quite a bit. I'm just destroying the trends now.
How far off dry do you think this is now?
Yeah, miles. Nowhere
2
near.
years.
Yeah, miles off from being dry. At least it wasn't my imagination. It was actual red flag.
I saw it too.
And we thought, that's not my imagination. There's something going on here. Only for it to go green. Very bizarre situation going on there.
I don't see why. That happened.
Oh, don't mention Nando's. That was a fantastic. I've kicked the computer again. Don't mention Nando's. Synthol. That was a fantastic lunch I had. Was it last week? Yeah, it was Leeds, so it was last week. Last Friday, I went to Nando's and
I've
had
been to Nando's.
very hot chicken as well and some sauce. Oh, it was fantastic. Oh, can't wait for food next week.
I'm gonna have to ask Kelly and Jack what place they took me to where I ordered chicken and I claimed it was too hot when it was plain. Because I really like that place.
Sonoda.
All okay from your side?
That was white.
And that was Yuki Tsunoda being held up, I think, by Sergio Perez. Yeah, so it was Perez holding up Tsunoda through turn 11. So that's what happened there. Let's hear from
Nice.
Lando.
Drying out quite a bit.
Oh, we've already.
I'm just destroying
Yeah.
the trends now.
How
And
far
here's
off
the
dry
yellow.
do you think this is now?
Yeah, miles. Nowhere near.
So this was the yellow flag as well, with Fernando Alonso going off the track. Oh, apparently we don't deserve to see it.
I want to see it.
It was Alonso off at turn 1, Sainz off at turn 8. Fernando Alonso's on the radio now.
All okay from your side? Clear behind.
Yeah, I was in break 12.
It was too late. He braked too late, so just went off the track. So no problem with the car.
I want to know how there was 2 separate incidents in the same second.
Yeah, it's a bit bizarre, wasn't it?
It's like they have a timer.
I
It's
mean-
like spin down.
Yeah, Yuki agreed. We tried and we got the cliff of the tire. It was good information.
That is Tsunoda and his teammate Gasly straight after him.
Okay, the front starts to be a bit damaged.
Box.
And
Copy
there
that.
you saw the front's damaged and he's coming into the pit lane because look at
Ooh.
that, it's flat spotted. And his front right intermediate tyre for Pierre Gasly, who's top at the moment, has got a massive bald spot on it.
Also, something's really smoking right now on his car. And also, his front wing's going like...
Yeah, it's flexing a lot. Yeah, so the vibration from that
like
flat
it's playing
spot.
piano.
Yeah, the vibration from the flat spot's jostling the car around.
Gasly's just like, only Sainz and Schumacher are out on the track. I'm good.
Max has stood up for the past 10 minutes, by the way. And I don't think he's going back in or not. Josh.
Oh, he's putting his thing back on, just like, let's just give something Gasly to worry about.
Josh and Megan's commentator challenge will be coming up during qualifying as well. What's the score? I don't know. I forgot the score again.
Well, what round is it?
16.
I think I won last time.
Was it Russia? Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah, I won.
Yeah, we'll have to double check.
Yeah, I won.
Yeah.
Because before it was 7-7, somehow
It's 8-7.
Yeah, now it was 8-7.
To you?
Yeah, to me.
Right, okay. Hopefully, well, either of us can win the next one because it's on a game we haven't used in over a year. With such different driving dynamics. I wonder if I can get F1 2010. That's more similar to F1 2020. I don't know. I think we'll just stick with the most current one as they come through. Such a shame F1's not the current genre game. Synthol has said he went fully locked up and actually nearly went into the wall at turn 1. That's a long way away. I remember Mark Webber having a
really good improvement there. Just the wheel spin last corner. How are the tires holding up?
And
Front right looking bad.
Yeah, it's not looking great, but it still behaves okay. It's just the last corner where right now I had a bit of a difficult moment bringing it back, but otherwise it's okay.
Okay. I mean, you can still keep going on EB. That's about all you have left. You could try Shape 5. It's a bigger step, but you can try it.
I think...
I'll try EB7.
Okay. And then Norris on a push, 12 behind.
Yeah, I remember Mark Webber having a wing failure here. I think it was 2011 or 2012, one of the years. No, it must have been 2011. He had a wing failure here and just flew off down towards turn 1. Or was that Singapore?
Don't know, but I love how they completely skip the fact that Ricciardo is behind Schumacher. They're just like, Norris is behind you, just like, watch out.
Yeah, Schumacher. Yeah, watch out for Schumacher.
It's just like, what?
Yeah. Didn't you...
Is the tire getting worse, or is it still...
This is Schumacher again.
Looks like it's getting more understeer every time. Is that right? Not
Yeah, it's getting a bit more understeery, but it's still drivable.
This is just turning into Formula Radio.
We had a bit of derating too.
Okay, understood. Yep, see it.
Let's hear from Carlos Sainz.
He's starting to have a bit too much understeer.
Bit too much understeer.
Okay, box then. Rebalance it and watch our bit behind. I don't know if he's pushing or not.
Could be
pushing. Not
So
pushing.
I just...
They can't understand a word they're saying either anymore.
I just heard a...
Yeah, didn't you see Alonso's lockup? Sadly, no, we didn't. We didn't see Alonso's
They
lockup.
decided to go on an ad break and never show it.
Yeah, so we never saw it, which is really annoying. So we'll catch up later via the F1 TV and have a look and see what it looked like because we get the highlights of the session. We get 30 minutes highlights, I think, or 20 minutes. I can't remember. But we'll take a look at it.
Wait.
That's Raikkonen's radio.
Why are you saying
Okay, you had the stop sign from...
Stop.
Okay, go now.
The weighbridge. You got to stop to the weighbridge.
I just can imagine a lollipop lady just coming out just like...
Yeah, stop. Just full stop there. Just Ant Bradshaw just standing there, the lollipop lady for F1. As we ride with Esteban Ocon as well. Now, a race winner this year, of course, but hasn't had so much luck after Hungary. But right now, he was top of the session at one point. He's now 15th.
He's better at practice.
Yeah, he's definitely better at practice than he is at
He's quick.
Qualifying the races at the moment.
He's quick, he just wants all the other cars to get out of his way.
Yeah. He won Hungary, didn't he? And then Max won Belgium and Netherlands, and Lewis won No. Danny Ricciardo won Italy, and Lewis won Russia. The 100th Grand Prix victory as well. Hamilton only won about 4 or 5 races so far this year in total.
Okay, to go. Need brake by +4.
Ooh, the ice cream.
That's Perez going back out. So yeah, Hamilton's only won Bahrain, Portugal, Spain. Going on as well, he won Silverstone and then Russia. That's what, 5? 5.
Ooh, I have a feeling that Gasly's just going to come out soon.
Yeah.
He's just like, I can tell that Red Bull are planning to go out. I want to keep my crown of first.
Gasly does top a session as well. It'll be yet another free practice session he's topped, equaling more times he's topped a practice session than he has stood on the podium.
And won a race.
Oh, yeah, he's only won 1 race, but he's stood on the podium a couple of times more when he was a Red Bull driver as well as an AlphaTauri driver.
Mm.
So he's topped quite a lot of practice sessions. Everyone's looking forward to next year there with George Russell at Mercedes replacing
Okay, if you
Bottas.
think the track condition are okay,
It's
you
definitely
can do a
going to be
push.
good there.
If not,
Oh,
box
and
for
I
yellow.
wasn't the only one who saw that, right?
Yeah, red flag came out again. And there it look our timing graphic. I wonder if I can get on with it quick before. Oh, it
Leclerc
starts.
radio.
We can try slicks.
Can I put like that? I don't.
Yeah, we can try.
Box now.
Good reference for quali.
So they're wheeling the.
That was the right lever mechanism.
I didn't know which one it was.
The world feed when it appears on there. Our monitor up in the box is just flashing red flag and not red flag.
I'm glad I saw that.
Synthol has very kindly sent dry tyres coming, apparently. Fantastic. As Synthol says, he sent us the lockup, and we have the lockup here, so we can now take a look at it as well. So Alonso down towards turn 1, gets on the wet part of the track, locks up massively right to the gravel trap, and narrowly avoids the wall as well from earlier on. Yeah, the grass massively saved him there.
Track condition.
We can try slicks if you want. It's quite tricky, but
Wait.
yeah, we can try.
Schumacher.
Good reference for.
And this is Schumacher getting blocked by Raikkonen.
They
And then Raikkonen stopped. What's this? So Raikkonen came out of the pit lane and then stopped, blocking the Haas pit lane. And Mick Schumacher says, "Try to say, no, I need to be there, mate. I a taxi for 8. So yeah, I booked that." Very bizarre situation going on there. That might result in Alfa Romeo getting a fine.
Yeah, because they're not meant to do that.
And he stopped. Raikkonen stopped out of position. So you're not allowed to stop in the pit lane.
It was an unsafe release as well.
Unsafe release. Raikkonen stopped. Schumacher couldn't get into his pit box well, and he had
Forcing him to stop
in the fast lane. Yeah, that might be a fine there for Raikkonen and fine for Alfa Romeo. 2 separate fines as well.
And there were cars behind him that'll just finish.
Yeah, maybe a penalty point as well.
Wait.
Now the wait explains. His team told him to stop. Now that message we heard a couple of minutes ago at 10:53 makes sense. Or 11:53, 12:53 over there. 2 minutes to go in this session then. So it goes by quite quickly here. And who's going to risk it for a Turkish delight? Nobody. They're all out there on intermediate tyres.
I love Turkish delight.
Yeah, nobody. Oh, no, Leclerc on slicks. Oh, Leclerc, no slicks. Yeah, no slicks at the moment. They're all on dry tyres. Nobody out there. Yeah, look, according to this, look, everybody's out there on intermediate tyres. Yeah, brand new Inters. So nobody's changed over, which is great to see. Yeah, we haven't even talked about the Andretti situation. Let's talk about that quickly as well. The fact that Alfa Romeo and Sauber look to be going to be brought out for a $40 million deal. The fact that Andretti Autosport is coming to Formula One to take over Sauber and Alfa Romeo and bring in Colton Herta. Yeah, they want either Colton Herta.
They want Herta here.
Yeah, for Andretti Autosport. They want either Colton Herta to race or Ryan Hunter-Reay. They want American in the car.
I hardly think that Herta's going to leave his dad, literally.
Yeah, I could see Herta maybe coming to F1 for a year, but I think with a great chance of the championship next year in IndyCar, stay where you are. I could see it more likely being Ryan Hunter-Reay or Marco Andretti, who raced in the Formula E category as well and in IndyCar.
Yeah, I feel like Hunter-Reay kind of wants a change.
Yeah, I can see Hunter-Reay doing a year in F1. I mean, he's old, but I think he'd want to do a year. Just say he's done it. Verstappen goes second on 130.611 then. So Gasly looks to end the session on top. With 14 seconds left. But yeah, I could mainly see the fact that it could be Ryan Hunter-Reay who will come in next year.
You should get the checker flag at the end of this lap.
And the checker flag is out now. The session has concluded. The timer has ticked down. Synthol says as well, but I've sent you the clip so you can quickly check it out. I have seen it. Do not worry. We have seen it. We've talked about it. So thank you very much for sending that clip so we can have a look at one of the only exciting things to happen in this session, nearly.
Yeah.
Giovinazzi's gone off at turn 1. Oh, they'll show this one. Has he done the same thing as Alonso? Turns in, locks up, goes straight on. And Giovinazzi does exactly the same as Alonso.
Very just manages to curve it round.
Yeah, avoids the gravel. Who's the first to take the flag? Ricciardo. And is that Valtteri? Yeah. Valtteri Bottas there, walking away with his girlfriend Tiffany.
They go on a lot of bike rides.
Well, Alfa Romeo Ferrarino.
To have an informal chat with you, Beat, after the session, if you can pop up.
Okay, coming.
They're not going to send a summons or anything.
Okay, good. Coming. Thank you.
Thanks.
Just have a look now.
Yeah.
That'll be the sporting director.
Yeah, so that's Michael Masi saying to the Alfa Romeo, please come up to the pit lane. Please come up to the stewards. We want a little chat with you. Nothing much, but we just want a little chat with you.
Oh, that's like at school.
Yeah, it's informal, though, so it's not going to be a penalty or anything. Just a little informal chat.
Just like, do you know the driver's handbook?
Yeah.
Do you know that you shouldn't send a driver out when there's another?
Either that or Michael Masi's been on the bottle and he's going to come on saying, do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man! You're supposed to end that.
I don't know how to end it.
Yes, I know the Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane?
Well, you're the one who has Shrek literally just like memorised.
Favourite line from the Gingerbread Man? Eat me! I just spit a gun up at him.
It will be a wet start, 210, wet start, 210 target.
So they're going to do their practice starts at the end there as well.
Second gear.
And second gear, A-firm.
Hamilton ends the session in 18.
Why don't we just do a dry start since it's going to be dry
I think he must have had a problem. Because he's only doing 5
We're
laps.
happy with a dry target, but keep the gear for the inter, and do dry target.
So Stroll...
The checkered flag is now out.
No,
You'll go
wrong.
past the checkered flag and round for the start.
Stroll saying, why don't we do a dry setup because it's going to be dry for the rest of it? No, it looks like it could be wet. Do a wet start. You've already had 2 dry practice starts. This is the only time you can have a wet practice start. Do a wet practice start. Well, yeah, probably. Look, here it is, look. Third practice, look, light rain conditions.
I don't know that right now.
Yeah, now it's mostly cloudy. But for qualifying, it looks like it could be a dry session, but with a damp track. Yeah, so we're going to look forward to that later on.
What are your thoughts generally on conditions?
So for Max.
Getting pretty dry.
Is there a crossover or not?
Yeah, getting closer and closer, but few corners are still a bit tricky, also in the last sector.
Yeah, how about all of them?
Yeah, it's very wet in the last sector still as well. But yeah, Synthil saying quick weather update for the quality of the race. If you want me to give it to you, or you're going to give it to us as well, it's showers for the race tomorrow. It should be a dry qualifying mostly, but cloudy all day.
I'm concerned about Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
Because he never seems to notice when something is wet.
No, it's part of Verstappen's charm, isn't it? Will it rain during the race? There are Who was that flying by? There are chance of showers in the race tomorrow. But, Synthil, we do have a man on the ground in Turkey this weekend. Ali Kangel, who's our esport director for BBB Esports as well.
Formation.
He's at the track this weekend, and he is texting me every bit of weather information and every bit of information he can get as well. So, yeah, Ali is texting me throughout, telling me it's raining, it's not raining, so on. And hopefully we're going to have a word with him before the race tomorrow, live on air. We'll have a quick conversation with him, presumably during the 5-minute build-up point.
Why in that mountainous is there's loads of brown?
Because we're in the middle of Turkey.
I know, but it's surrounded by trees. Did someone just put salt in it?
Probably, but we're on the Asian side of Istanbul as well. It's not the European side, the Asian side. So this counts as a flyaway race.
It has 2 sides.
Yeah, a European side and an Asian side.
So it's like Azerbaijan.
Bit like Azerbaijan, yeah. Well, Azerbaijan is claimed to be in Europe, but it's not in Europe. Everybody laughed in 2016 when we said the European Grand Prix would be held in Azerbaijan.
Well, it is half in Europe, half in Asia.
Baku's not.
This separation is good. Just keep up the pace on the end.
It was like going to Australia and saying we're going to have the British Grand Prix. Just because
it does have a lot of British convicts.
It's in the Commonwealth, so we're going to call it the British Grand Prix. It's bizarre.
If they're going to do a continent thing, then it should be the Oceania.
Yeah, I must admit, I'm kind of wanting a New Zealand Grand Prix to appear as well. And Scott McLaughlin wants a Grand Prix start, if that happens as well.
God, look at that.
Yeah, all white on the top then. AlphaTauri, Red Bull, 1, 2, 3, with Gasly topping the session, 130.447.
Red Bull look like they have sunburn.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Well, it was the photos taken under a setting sun. ironically enough, for the land of the rising sun. It's Gasly, Verstappen and Perez, the top three. Sainz, Leclerc, that complete the top five. Alonso, Raikkonen, Tsunoda, Bottas and Ocon has the top 10. Giovinazzi, Vettel, Schumacher, Ricciardo, Norris, Stroll, Mazepin, Hamilton, Latifi and Russell, the
Max,
20
can you
cars.
back out of this, please? Back out. Just trying to increase the time for the lads here. It will still be a live pit stop, but just give us a bit more time.
Yeah, just more time for everyone to get ready as well. Synthol says as well, great. Well, probably see you in 2 weeks during practice. I tell you what, if it is a delayed qualifying, come up and have a watch as well. Don't go anywhere, but still keep in touch. And for everybody else, we'll see you in 2 hours' time, is it? No, 1 hour and 13 minutes away, yeah? I think that's it, isn't it? We're on air 12:40.
12:40?
I think that's right. Yeah. So we're on at 12:40 with the session underway 12:55, all ready for qualifying the race tomorrow from 12:30 as well. It's an interesting session. It's going to be a good one for qualifying later. Join us for all of the action. But for now, it's a goodbye from Turkey.